welcome. I'm about to blow some of you minds. The title of the video is the higher the time frame, the more cheap or expensive it is. That is the key to profitability, consistency. That is the key, right? Let me do it. This is what we trade over here, boys. I'ma just shrink everything down. This is what we trade over here, right? We trade a candle, right? You know about opening, high, low, close, right? Apply that to every single number. But you know about open, high, low, close, right? You know about, if we, let's just say this is live price. If let's say candle goes all the way up back to the open, we know that's a key level within itself. Anything past here is a key level as well. So that is your true premium. Premium is not within this body right here. I don't really care. The only premium it is when we go to the opening, back to the opening, or past it. That is true premium. Apply that to every time frame. You have all the key levels you need. Seriously. Combine that with entries and all that, bro. You have everything you need. So I'm about to go to NAS real quick and just like clap the frick out of NAS real quick. Clap, full clip, full box and everything. And Q, I'm about to full box the frick out of NAS. We're gonna do 2020. Let's do 2024 of January 1st to now. Whatever. I'm about to explain to you what is actually premium and discount. A lot of people want to use that term, but they don't know what they're talking about. Premium and discount is not a range. Premium and discount is actually candles plotted on the chart. That has nothing to do with ranges. Majority of the time. Sometimes, depending on your experience, you can mark out from range high to range low, and then sometimes it gets it can get algorithmic like that if you want to say but. Let me show you something. Actually, it's supposed to be like this. I'm about to show you. I don't have to take any trades. Perfect. Now, all I do to look to my key level is this. To get my whole framework, I'm looking at candles low. I'm not on the freaking 1 hour, and I'm not marking out my liquidity on that. I'm looking at the highest time frames, so I can get the actual liquidity sweeps that matter. This doesn't matter. It was a range, this liquidity sweep that going to 4 hour. Alright, well. Okay, well. Actually, I think I fried myself here actually. Oh. This is my key point. Yeah, a little here. I should change that out of this video. In fact, I should delete the frick out of this. No, I'm gonna just keep it and probably just change it. No. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna just back test. I'm just chatting. I ain't gonna lie to you. What the f is this? My guy, what the? My guy. Okay. On the weekly, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I find it. And we have this point. Liquidity. Right. So I'm looking at on the whatever. We have this huge wick right here. Don't quite I don't care about that really. If I want to see if this does give a reaction, like let's just say from this wick we decide to start reversing back up, I literally want to see an immediate order block inverse closing strongly above here. So let's say like something like this. So at this, boom. I want to see immediate close. A very strong close like this, confirming the order block. After that, I'm entering and then buy size my next target, most likely. Or no, actually I want to see a closure past there. So it, if we can get something past there, that is nice. So if we can get a closure, let's say we get a closure past this wick right here, bam, then I'll take it. Because why? Now, because we have two lines of defenses. What is my two lines of defenses? This right here, or this order block that just got created right there. So it can go off of any one of these. Boom, 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 to boom, to boom, to boom. Type. It can do any other thing. That's all I want to see. If we create an order block, that's what I demand. I don't want to see anything else. I demand that. If I get a small thing right here, you know, if I get something like this, right? I'm not looking bullish. You know, I like when the price tells me it's gonna go up. And how do I know that for sure? Is because I'm playing my time frames correctly. So yeah, that being said, I'm playing my 4 hour. I'm playing my 4. I mean, not my 4. I'm playing my 1 minute. Wow, my 1 hour. Gosh dang. Maybe I'll play my 30 actually. Play my 30. Alright, so what is this? Okay, yeah, let's go right to New York. Alright, so New York does whatever, right? I like how we just took out this liquidity right here. And not only did we take out that quote-unquote liquidity, but we had a complete run through here. We only have 1 hour 30 minutes until the new 4 hour candle opens. We had a huge dump down, creating this fair value gap right here. Now I want to see, are we even willing to go inside of this fair value gap, or are we just straight taking out this low or this weekly sell side liquidity? Which one are we doing? Now when it comes down to this right here, this wick right here looks interesting. Right here, boom. But if I'm being honest, I want to see, so I don't like, I mean, it could have some sort of fight to it, to see this wick, but I don't really care to mark it out, honestly, especially if it's like we have this fair value gap right here, so it's more likely to go down there pretty easily. So I'll keep it here, for fun. Actually, no, I'm not, because when we're dumping down like that, huge dump down, I'm not trying to catch a falling knife just by this mother wick. I never try to do that. We're falling down like this, I'm never trying to catch it with something as small as this. You know, I just like it telling me exactly where it wants to go. And if it can hold that. If it can hold that, then I'm completely bearish. If it can't, I might twist the bullets. Now playing my 1 hour. Boom. Looks like we're tracing up to this Ferrari gap. It's not like, I really don't care that much. Yeah, you can have that. Okay, so we tap the Ferrari gap, and then we're automatically just spewing down. Interesting. We have 20 minutes left into the 4 hour. What does this last 20 minutes do? Does it continue down? Let's see. Now we have, I like how it's just completely falling though. That's what I like. I like the volume here, because even though we have 20 minutes left, it's not going to stall. The fact that it only needed one tap and then just drop down, that's telling me that it's most likely not a bluff. It's not something that is whatever though. So I think this is actually a good trade for me not here. I think this right here is a good trade. And I just like the way it's just dumping down. That's it. I like that. Now, if we do decide to stall, which I don't know, I doubt we do. That's how like strong this momentum is. 2 minutes into the 3. Alright, so we just go like that. And I doubt we might want to even go back to the 3. Okay. You can have this one, man. I mean, I don't really. It's interesting. Looks alright, but I mean, what we got left? 15 minutes. It looks like it just wants to go down. So, alright, so I was right on that. That's good. That's good. That's good. Alright, so yeah. Let's go. So now we're into. I feel like I just. Yeah, I did miss out. I ain't gonna lie to you. So now I'm playing a whole nother ball game. That went inside of this weekly. It was obviously dropping down, and I did not take it. Ugh. Okay. That is very, very interesting. Obviously dropping down. I already anticipated it, but I'm like, dang. If I get stopped out here, I was very confident with this. But it just, the logic wasn't there for me. I like taking momentum trades, right? Like, you know, volume coming in trades. Like, I like those trades, but when the logic is not there for me, I hesitate. Yes, we tapped the hair, and yes, we completely dropped all the way down. Right, we did that. But nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I missed this. In fact, I'm gonna go back and take it, because the logic was there. The logic was completely there. Now, is my stop being right there safe? Who knows, actually. I like the. Yeah, I like the fact we left at 3. As it left at 3, yeah, you can have it. Actually, never mind. I'm not taking that. Because the R will be cooked. Unless I get something like this. Put it there, and I'll still be able to get that. Yeah, you still be able to get that. You get break even, but then again, it'll still continue down. Yeah, you can catch a lot on this stuff. It's 11 o'clock already. I should have just taken that. What the frick am I doing? Alright, anyway. Now that we're on a weekly, going to the 4 hour run Tuesday. Do we leave this Ferrari gap here? I want to see how the 4 hour closes. 4 hour closes like that. It's 13. I think it might be done. Let these equal highs. And I think we just maybe stall. We consolidate, which is not a fun sign. Okay, and then this next 4 hour just stalls for. Okay, so now I'm going straight to boom. Now this 4 hour buy side, we just took out 4 hour liquidity. Right, we took out 4 hour liquidity on ES. We didn't take out this low yet. I want to see a true manipulation on that. Or do I? Who knows? And there's a 30. Alright, we have this low right here. Not only do we have this low, but this volume imbalance on the daily right there. So I don't know if we want to go to that 4 hour. We definitely do though, no doubt at this point. What I need to see, I will need to see a inverse of that nature, and then I'll be able to take this all the way up to retrace the fair value gap. What the fair value gap does not need to get traded into. I lost something like that recently, but it was the thing about that. Yeah, I lost recently to something like that. Oh, there, look at this. Bam. But okay, so this was completely different actually. So we have this 4 hour right here. That's an old 4 hour right there. And we had some rejections. It was a 1 hour. Then we had some rejections. It's kind of like the same thing right here. That's what I'm a little concerned. But this one had clear rejections. It was trying to ruin this, but also. Oh, and that one had a freaking. Okay, so let's go into here. Okay, so there's nothing stopping that. And I like the 30 minute. I like the 30. If I lose, which I don't think I will lose on this actually. Does it want to manipulate one more time though? I think it might want to manipulate one more time. It may. I'll need to see a full closure pass here though. And that's my final answer, since I'm hesitating already. See how we didn't get that? And then we had the closure below CE of this. I think that CE closure. Alright, you would have got some song for your 6C. Now it's 9. Right. It's actually 9:45. Do we want to go up to that high? Who knows at this point? Right. Who even knows? Are they equal lows? Get this 5 minute. I demand a 5 minute to push past here. If it cannot push past here, it's cooked. I don't care about that wick. Boom, 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 boom. You see that? So I don't care about that wick. And we go lower. Okay, cool. So now that we took out that liquidity right there, take out this old low. We're now in it. Seems like in a new phase. I think we might get a retracement, maybe. Do we have a 4? Yeah, it looks like. So we just created a 4 hour right here. Just created this 4 hour candle. Mark that as yellow. Alright. Buy side liquidity and all that other pretty stuff. I do like the fact that we have this, but if we're looking at event horizon, so putting something like this, 50% is there. Oh, boom, but well, who knows? I'm definitely looking at an event horizon though. I want to see, are we even willing to take out this low today? If not, the event horizon will be something that it will react from immediately. So am I I am bearish right now. Alright, let's say it could be a nice con. A continuation. I don't like them equal highs. Then again, we may not want to take it out. We just have. What do we have in a 3? We have this 3 minute right here. 5 minute continuation. We just created 15 minute, but failing to go into the 15 minute as of right now. That being said, I would demand a 30-second inverse of this quickly. I want to see. No, I'll demand a CISD. If we get to CISD, I'm open for okay. Completely open for bear's nest. Now, could that have been a liquidity sweep, and could we have just go back up from there, reacting off of this 30-minute rejection wick? Yes, we could. So I always keep that in mind. In fact, because of that, I'm not taking this because I know getting smoked is definitely something very easy to do. Now, if we create a 15-minute pass, a 15-second pass here, then I'm gooch. But yeah, looks like we're failing to do that. Go back up into the range, chop up. I think we may want to take out this new 15-minute liquidity right here, and I'm open to look for a buyer from that. So boom, tap that. Okay, we do chop down there like a falling knife. I do like that continuation, possibly, right? And then we take out liquidity, and then we're just falling, right? Take out liquidity, fallen. Then we have a 15-second inverse. 15-second inverse. Right there with that nice whatever. And let me see the 30. 30 close pretty as well. And now we have this fair value gap to aim for if we want to. What I need to see now, I want to see it be able to, yeah, do something of that nature. Right. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, I kind of knew, but at the same time, like, it's kind of wonky. I like taking out old buy side and sell side. So now we have this 1 minute. The only thing I'm looking at from here is freak this wick. I don't really care about this wick at all. I do, but I don't. That's a immediate rebound on that. That's interesting. I do, but I don't care about this wick. I want to see if we are capable of taking out that buy side, and I hope we are, though, because that looks like a nice buy side objective. The fact that we got that inverse right there, and then looks like we're about to get this 30-second. I want to see. Okay, this looks so good. I mean, it looks good, bro. I say that because what is this? Is this a coincidence? The fact that we took out this low. We're in 1040 to 1110 MAC type beat. It's a coincidence that I took out this low and it started to reject back up higher into the range, leaving this 15-second fair value gap, and also looking like it's willing to whatever. This wick right here is just getting on my nerves, though. I don't know if we want to respect that, because I don't know that, but the trade looks so good within itself that I feel like if it does respect it, it will just go completely up. That is a 3-minute right there. I don't give a frick about the 3-minute. In fact, if we create a 1, I'll be grateful. 30 more seconds. Okay, 30 seconds go like that. That's actually great. I want to see how do we use that. We do create the fair value gap. Did we get a full closure? If we do get a full closure, inverse in that, looking like it wants to go up to that buy side, and then we use that as well. And then now placing stops right here. You can look to target there if it's willing. Now I don't know if it's willing. Why? We took out the low, took out this low, but then we have rejection like that, It looks disgusting. Frick you. I'm not taking this. So now we stall for 1 minute. Okay. We stall for 1 minute. We did push past the wick. we did push past the wick. We now officially have this IVG plus whatever. I will assume it wants to go up to there. If not, it might be cut if we have that full 3-minute CISD. Bam. Nope, we don't have the 3-minute CISD. Hopefully we get it though on the 1 minute. Bam, bam. Nope. We take out the objective pretty easily off of that wick, which yeah, that's tough. Right. What do we want to do from here? Do we want to continue higher? But we don't. Inverse this wick, inverse this right gap, and that's looking like a nice way to lose pretty quickly. Yeah, top fest and everything and above. Alright, now we have this full 10-minute inverse 5 right here. What do we want to do with this 15-minute candle? We create this huge wick right here. Now with that huge wick, all I'm asking for is a 5-minute CISD, and I'm taking it past that wick. Okay, there you have it. So boom, 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 boom. This looks like a nice consolidation point. I mean, what you we just created that 15-minute though. That's what I do like to see. And then we don't have the inverse of that, so I'm cool with this. This trade is bad. Get the 1 minute. Is this freaking 30-minute alive? I want to know if it's alive or not. If it is, it's gonna make sellers regret. They start doing something like that. Boom. I could have taken that actually. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, I could have taken that very, very easily. Just off this right gap that we just left like this. That looked like a nice point I could buy from. Not only just that, but it's right here. And I'll be able to put my stops right at this low right here. And I'll be able to target this right here. Yeah, that was nice. I did miss that. I called it before it happened though. I said it's gonna make people that's trying to sell regret pretty quickly. And as you see, it did that. And I, kind of missed out on that one. That's tough. Blah. 30 minutes. 1 hour close below. 1 hour close below. But then again, we have that didn't close below. But respect to it. So which one should I follow? You're asking? I think I'm gonna follow the 1 hour. So here's my thing right here. If it decides to come back up with this and fall to bed, that'll be great. And I'm already calling it before it happens, by the way. It may not want to wick it. It may just want to fall right now, depending on how demanding this 1 hour is. Right, it's 13. We wick it, and then we come back inside of this range. No, we actually go right past it, creating that. Taking out that liquidity. Do we have a 15-minute? We do have a 15-minute. Do we create a 10 or a 5 actually? Put a 5 down close. Do we create a 10? Nope. That 10 is right down for that. Pretty harshly. What do we want to do with that right there? Do we close? Oh, there you have it. And that is where I like to enter from. I'm lying. We just had that. Double lows. And are we? What the is this? The CEO of the whole freaking whatever. The devil is a lie. Oh, that's the motherfucking price. No matter, oh, can't compete with my. See, I'm lying about this one. It did wick. It is closing down. But I don't think I want to be able to, because how choppy this price action is, it gets pretty weird, right? It gets weird. I like having defenses, lines of defenses that direct my trade somewhere. Now if we create this, what do we do? Alright, so we just go down like that. Obviously we'll back up. Right, obviously. Do we create a 3? Are we willing to create a 3? This is why I'm looking at my 15. See if we're not willing to wait for the. Okay, nope, we just went back up into the range. Listen, I'm never wrong, by the way. I want everybody to know that. I am never wrong, by the way. How do we treat this? I think I'm gonna put my 1 since how volatile it is. And then we have the CISD inverse of that. High resistance met with high resistance. Frick out of here. Frick out of here. Now we have that directing us to there. Playing off of that 1 hour that we're not willing to get past. 1, 2, we're not willing to get past there as well. But that hasn't pushed us anywhere. So 1 slight pull up, failed. A slight pull up again, failed. Right, that's what I'm looking at. Now this tried to go down, failed once. Well, this tried to go down, failed. Tried to go down, failed. But now we have the confirmation that is fallen once again. How harsh is gonna fall though? Now this is where I play my 5. 5 is like this. How harsh is it gonna fall? That's my question. Now I'm looking at, what do we do right there? See what I mean? Oh. Alright, I'm wasting too much energy on this freaking trade. It's, yeah, GG's. You can have this one. This is why people trade every hour, because this stuff is so volatile that all you gotta do is just be patient for the stuff, and you can trade on any sort of time because of how volatile it is. So no losses nor no wins. I'm winning right now. Let that be known. I'm winning right now. If you think I'm not winning, yeah, what's your mind? So I like how we just stalled right here. You can say accumulate. I don't want to be in that in that sort of group right there. I'm gonna be real with you. You say the accumulate, because that's just pattern. It literally just promotes pattern trading. You say, oh, accumulation, manipulation. So accumulated right here. So obviously manipulated right here. So obviously I'm looking for a distribution. No, you have to read it. Really, you have to read it. And how long should you be waiting for that distribution for? Meaning, what are you demanding that price would do? And where is it to the point where if it does something like this, that you're no longer looking for the distribution? That's what you have to have. People just think pattern trading is like, people just think accumulation, manipulation, distribution is like, that's the ultimate thing. It has to do. It doesn't have to do that. There's certain criteria that have to happen to confirm the distribution. If it does not confirm the distribution, then you are cooked. You're gonna be looking for a distribution in the freaking selling market. But going on a previous day right there. Have this wick. We have the the event horizon. That looks great for something. The fact that we and not so hard. I mean, all right. Well, now I'm looking. Do we want to reverse from here? Not reverse. Actually, reverse. I don't know. Event horizon doesn't look too sexy, but it does look sexy at the same time. From hair to hair, it looks like something it may what to go for. Alright, so I'm going to play my, I think I'll play my nice 5 minute. 5 minutes great actually. So now we tap that, we don't. Okay, just calm down. Looking at that sell side right here. Okay, so we're nowhere near that sell side. We tap that right there. Create this order block, tap it again, and now we have that huge thing. Now Event Horizon is something I don't really know if it wants to wick it. If it wants to wick that and say F you, or it's just something that actually, I don't know. That being said, I'm waiting for my 30. No, I'm waiting for this hour to close actually. Hour closes like that, but it leaves a Ferrari gap. Great sign. Great sign. That me and 10, I'm playing my 1. And we're not willing. Yeah, frick you. We're not willing to take out this low again. That's fine. How far do we want to go? How far do we want to go right here? Devil is alive. The mother goat can't compete with mine. Yeah, I think I'm cool with this actually. We are falling like a mother freaking, but like we're such in a deep discount that I don't know how long we want to fall for. Now if we do continue to fall, I would need a demand in 1 hour to tell me that. If it does not have a 30-minute CISD or 1 hour, I'm not bullish, I promise you that. Or a 15-minute now at this point. Do we have a 15? No, so we're not falling out the bed as you thought. We do have a 15-minute for value gap. We just tapped. That does not mean nothing to me because now we're just approaching this high that already has proven to be a point of resistance. Why is it a point of resistance? Because what was it? It was reacting off something, was it not? It was reacting off of, who knows? Oh, I'm not. Okay. Oh, because this is like, yeah. So it's reacting off of this wick right here. That's why this is not a point of liquidity I would look to take, because now I can just fall out the bed if it wanted to from here and literally just never return. So this is a very valid PDA to. It's a really not valid. I'm not gonna say valid. It's a very formidable PA that you do not want to leave out your head. You want to keep this in mind at all times. Now we could take out that liquidity, and it looks like we do want to take out the liquidity, but this Ferrari gap can get inverse like it's about to do right now. Boom, like I just told you. Now that we got that inverse right there, we have the willingness right there. Do we have the CISD? Bam, bam, bam. We have the CISD right there. Now the CISD, see how we fell to get that 30. See how we fell to come back into this IVG. Not only the IVG, but failed to come back inside of the 15-minute that got created, meaning it is very heavy that this PDA right here that is pushing price up is not even capable of pushing it to this 15-minute imbalance Ferrari gap. Yeah. So that being said, not only do we just have that CISD right there, but we also have sell side liquidity. Now that sell side liquidity is what, keep it in mind, it is the previous 1 hour low. That is sell side. Previous 4 hour low. Oh, my fault. It's a previous 4 hour low right there. So what is saying that this 4 hour low cannot? Is there any reason why this should this hold? Now if we try to apply the same logic here, it's not the same logic because this has already confirmed double price down. We tap and then we absolutely spew price, like literally just threw it like threw a dart down a freaking cliff, and just like it never. And then when it did return, it's doing the same action right here. So this hasn't proved anything. It hit, now it's failing. It's tough. We got 1 hour. Now there's a very high chance I can still lose this. Why? Event Horizon, and yeah, 15 minutes now. If we just delete Event Horizon, That's looking nice. Keeping this on. Now I'm never wrong, by the way. I always say that. I'm never wrong. This point, from this point here, is not mistakes. It's not. It's something that could be. Yeah. So at this point I'm looking for a 5-minute to form. And as you can see, we don't get that 5-minute. Boom, we're reacting off of what? The thing that I just placed down randomly. Frick out of here, I didn't place that down randomly. Event horizon. Now you can say it's an order block, but I like to say it's event horizon. Because order blocks can get failed easily. Order blocks can fail easily. If the event horizon was here, I would have took this with no sort of hesitation. Now I'm playing my one. I want to see, what do we do from here? Do we CISD? Of course. No, so we take out the high. We'll come back into the 15-minute. That's also now third. It's not a 30. Jeez. That's just a down close candle. Gosh dang. Now it's a 1 hour wick. Oh yeah, I mean it's over. Whoever's trying to sell, you're cooked, buddy. I'm be honest with you. You're absolutely cooked. Now I can confidently put my stop right at this high. Confidently put my stop at the high. Targeting this low. If not lower than that. This outside. For a 2 hour. But for whatever, I'm gonna target a 1-3 because 1-3s are great RR. That's if this is bearish though. That's if this is bearish. I would like to think it is, right? I really like to think it is, but there's that still high chance I can still lose this because of a horizon and these eagle highs that just got formed. Now if it's not willing, what I need to see now, I need to see a, I like to see a, I'm demanding, we already have a CISD right there though. CISD, is that an imbalance reaction? Oh no, ooh, is it? The low of this is 7.5. The high of this is 7.5. Okay. So it's not a, if it was an imbalance reaction, that would have been extremely sexy. But what am I demanding? I'm demanding another CISD. Something sharper than that. What time is it? 13? Yeah. Something way sharper than that. You see what I'm saying? Now that we have that sharpness right there. Now that we have that sharpness of the CISD, which also is confirming this right here. Do we create, what do we do here? I expect us to fall to bed, actually. I will take this with confidence right here. Actually, I will take this with confidence. We're falling out the bed. I obviously, do I need to see a 1 minute? I do need to see 1 minute. Now we fall out the bed again. Obviously that low is formidable. Anybody that's trying to keep on selling, you're a clown. Not a clown, but you're not a clown. But and we just had this full closure below. This is completely good. Nice. Now it's not a key timing, but Nasdaq, you don't need key timing. I'm gonna be honest with you. This thing can fall out the bed at any time. I keep on saying fall out the bed, but it is very, very true. Anytime this thing can fall out the bed. 15 1 hour. Yeah, I'm honestly just using a lot of mental energy for no reason. I'm gonna close it right here. I demand to see a 15 CISD. Now I expect this to want to, I don't like the wick. Now I like it. Now we get a pullback, of course, and we close like that on the whatever. That's fine with me. How do we go about that? Do we get a CISD on the 1 minute? We do. Plus that, okay. Plus that for right gap. So we get that CISD for right gap. Taking that right. Then we have the sell side right there. So much meat rebounds is kind of. That's looking nice for bearishness. And then 30 minute. The way we go about the 30 minutes, creating a 1 hour, 1 minute CISD. Then yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this alone though, because my mental energy is just getting there fried. I do want to see how this okay, so it does close at that fully on the 3. Closing my left or right cap. So myself like that. I think it's everything's pointing down. Then again, it's if I demand a 10, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. How do we go about the 15, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so looks like it doesn't want nothing to enter Asia. So I guess I lied right there. No, I'm telling you, bro, it's opportunity every time. It's just the patience that comes with it. You're gonna get the cleanest moves and the fastest moves in New York session, but the most choppy moves is whatever. And I can operate in every market. But I can operate through most markets pretty easily. These don't faze me. They just need more confirmation. But as you can see, this was too late. If we got that whatever 15 past the wick, I would have taken it to the tail side. But before we got that, we just had this. I'm saying, so can't do anything about that. Next day finally. Now, no trades on those days. That is completely good. Now we took out sell side. Taking out the sell side, leaving this. Taking out the sell side, leaving the 4 hour. Nope, no 4 hour. 4 hour right here. I guess. I think we may want to retrace to that pretty quickly. Reason being how discounted we are within here. Now we're in this new phase of price type beat, which is the daily. Which is the daily volume imbalance. Not only that daily volume imbalance, but the weekly fair value gap that we're in. So the weekly fair value gap that we're in, the CE of that, and the, as you can see, if you do from where we at with it. Where's the structural 4 hour? That's what I'm looking at. We have no structural 4 hour. This is actually about to be created right now, actually. Alright, so sell side sweep, daily low, and so bam, to get the daily low, which causes for a new phase in price on intraday, most likely. We have no other draw on liquidity. We're in this inside of this huge discount area. And then the overall price in general, if we go on the monthly, we can see that we took out this high, created this fair value gap. We are having a more than big retracement for complete bullishness. What I mean by complete bullishness is we will have like open, no high close, something like this. Open low, high close. It doesn't ever like retrace to there. Retrace as deep as this for complete bullishness. Do we want to go to this low? That is an ultimate question. But as for this week, I doubt we do. So that gives me a smaller framework. For the next week, I doubt we do either. Or maybe I'm jumping. Maybe, it depends. So as of right now, I'm completely bullish. Here's what I do like. I'm be honest. Here's what I do like. Right here. Let's calm down. There is what I do like right here. The CE of this that we're already tapped into. I love that. CE of this. It's not my type of jam. I'm playing. And then we already took out the 4 hour, directing us to this 4 hour. Looks great to me. Does it have a 30? It does have a 1. It looks like it's about to have a 1 hour. CISD. If we have a 1 hour CISD, but overall, you can have this one too if you want. I don't really care about this too much. We don't have SMT. I'm not like the reason why I'm hesitating because I'm a fan. Like the logic to this is like it's pleasant to the ear, slightly, But when it comes down to the feelings, my alignment. By the way, I'm never wrong. By the way, keep it down. Never wrong. When it comes down to the alignments with our emotions, it is very this trade really sucks. I don't like this value balance. I don't even like the fact that we even traded within this value balance. I'm looking at this sell side liquidity. I'm looking at something deeper from here, which is this. Wait, is that a new one? Yeah. Stuff wasn't in the week. It was in the month. No, stuff wasn't even a new week. Forgot there. This wasn't a new week over there. I'm looking at stuff lower from this. Like this. These right gaps. Why am I looking for something lower? Because that challenges this low some more. The more discounted we go, the more we challenge this low, and the more that we challenge this low, the more fight is gonna have. The more fight is gonna have. The more retracement. The better reversal entries. This coming to here is like we took a miss. This range low to this range high. This range low to this range high. It doesn't hit the OTE. That's my problem. And this is not a range where EQ will be deadly. Why? Because how much time we spent. When it does something like this and it's just rolling over and it takes a little while just to roll over to the point it has that big gap and it's like that, it looks like it was just going to do this. But the only time I use EQ the range if it does something like this. But when we go and then let's see from here, it starts to continue down, and then boom, that's when we can have. But once it starts taking time, going, dropping, going, dropping, going, dropping, dropping, and starts to chop from there, and then now we finally get to this point all the way to EQ. That's not looking like something I'm like consider. Well, this is gonna be a point where it goes up here. Not me. It could actually. It could, and most likely it's like a 60% chance it will. Meaning I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But for entry, I'm looking at right now. I don't like an entry to this 4 hour based off of this. So that being said, I'm absolutely commanding a 1 hour, which in this case X. Listen, I promise you guys, I can promise this at this point. I'm never wrong. Most will take that, and honestly, see if this already staring at it. Already didn't think I was gonna get a trade off it though, depending on because I didn't, All right, now this wick. Now that we're deeper, taking this liquidity, that looks more advantageous to go to the 4 hour. What do I still need to go to the 4 hour though? I need to see my 30-minute, 15-minute inverse, or anywhere there is a fair gap. Lowest, I'll go 5. Boom. Did we get a reaction? We do get a reaction. Do we close above there? Let me see. Slight CSD. Do we create a sharp? Yep, we do. I like that slice. I really do like that slice right there. Was that motherfucking news? That was news. So we have data high right there. We get that slice. No Kimbo. And we have that 4 hour right there. And then we have that Willen wick right there, which is CE of that. Now, if you would ask me, am I scared about this? I'm playing. I'm shaking out my boots, guys. I'm shaking out my boots. Now I need to go over this logic again. Actually, I don't need to go over this logic. Actually, I do. Frick that. The closure on the third looks persuading. And that V shape was great. The 1 minute, I'm scared of that. I'm never wrong, but at the same time, oh wait, what am I doing? It may be one of those. Dang, my freaking brain is. It may be one of those. Oh yeah, it's for sure one of those, no? Yeah, it's for sure. It has to be, right? The sweep, V shape, and like, there's no hesitation from there. This is not like a structural point where it's like, okay, this is not a structural point to where it will have some sort of pullback / something to like respect. Nothing is formidable here. The only thing that's formidable is commanding prices. Obviously, the CE of this whole imbalance. As you can see, that's clearly demanding price to the data high into this 4 hour. Very, very sharply, with no hesitation. The time on this is the macro time. 8:50 to 9:10 Mac. 8:50 to 9:10 macro. Willing wick. Why would I take that? Why would I take that? Why would I take this? Oh my gosh, why would I take this? No, I'm going back. I'm going back. No, I'm going back. I'm going back. I hate that I just did that. Hate it with everything. I hate it with everything. I don't know. I'm not liking this. Actually, the only reason I'm not liking my stop at all. And look, you can have this one. Why didn't you just tell me you wanted to do that? Why are you playing so difficult? Why didn't you just tell me you just wanted to do that? You could have just said that from the beginning. That you didn't want to touch this high. You wanted to continue higher because you're extra bullish. You could have told me you were just bullish to that high. Plus the moment, plus the I want to stop. Plus the volume on here. No, I'll do like that as a continuation. I'm demanding it to go up. And first trade is a TP. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Are we off the first week? Oh. Oh fuck. Oh my gosh. The reason I'm breathing so hard though, actually, because of the trade I took, which like nothing to me wanted to take that trade, but I still took it and I still clicked the button. But when I clicked the button, I literally regretted it instantly after pulling that trigger, even though it didn't stop me out. Oh my gosh. One hit, one shot, man. One shot, bro. Gosh, I need to lock in. Can't believe I took that freaking stuff, bro. Now there's times in the market I will pull the trigger and I will get saved, but still, I just need to lock in to the point. That never happens. About it. It's not getting twisted. No, I did that for sure, man. Oh my freaking gosh. It's been an hour. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I can't believe that took so much brain power.
I don't care what your grandma taught you, this is the better way to cook sweet potatoes. Soft in the middle, caramelized on the outside, and actually packed with flavor, not just sugar. Grab yourself 3 or 4 medium-sized sweet potatoes and slice them lengthwise right down the middle. Don't overthink it. In a bowl, add some high-quality olive oil, cinnamon, maple syrup, salt and pepper, and vanilla extract, just because. Give it a whisk until it turns into a syrup. Drop some of the sweet potatoes in and coat them up, but make sure you smother the flat side. On a lined baking sheet using parchment paper, lay them down flat. Bake on 400 degrees, you know the rules, and about an hour later, you'll have a nice little side dish you can eat anywhere at any time. Man, Picasso, follow me for more. I don't care what your grandma taught you, this is the better way to cook sweet potatoes. Soft in the middle, caramelized on the outside, and actually packed with flavor, not just sugar. Grab yourself 3 or 4 medium-sized sweet potatoes and slice them lengthwise right down the middle. Don't overthink it. Bowl, add some high-quality olive oil, cinnamon, maple syrup, salt, pepper, and vanilla extract, just because. Give it a whisk until it turns into a syrup. Drop some of the sweet potatoes in and coat them up, but make sure you smother the flat side. On a lined baking sheet using parchment paper, lay them down flat. Bake on 400 degrees, you know the rules, and about an hour later, you'll have a nice little side dish you can eat anywhere at any time. Man, Picasso, follow me for more.
I have Facebook. Do I really have Facebook? I do. But still. I've seen this trade multiple times, though. I gotta lie. This. I see Dodgy. Take this. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dodgy post, bro. That stuff is just instilled in your head for some reason. He just posted so many versions of this trade. And it's like, yeah. One for profit target. One for profit target. One for profit target. One for profit target. One for Kyle Pepper. Wow. Actually, we have no more oil. That's what I was missing. I have no more oil, so I can't make my chicken. I can't make my rice though, bro. I can't make my rice though. I really could make my rice. We have no more eggs, no chicken, no motherfucking bacon. No bacon, no egg, no chicken, no rice. No common rice, no type of tice. I never entice. I just. I don't think you understand how much brain about that as he took. Just to take one trade. I tell you right now, I have 1,000 outcomes. 1,000 outcomes of what can happen. That man cold trades, he might be better than me, though. He might be. The way he listen, cause it takes me a little while to avoid the trade, but he can see something and just not. I want to say instantly no. I want to say no, but he has that a small feeling, and that feeling he doesn't even hesitate. He just avoids it. But that's what I look for. Something in my heart, something in my heart. Well, let's continue. That was a nice break. A very, very nice break. I don't like that, but pretty nice break. Anyway, next day. Something in my heart, something in my heart. Small, I think it was a nice 3-minute break. Maybe more than that, but as you can see, playing down thing perfectly. Oh wow! All right, so actually, I'm actually about to clear off everything. Freak this. Yeah, I think that's the best choice. Looking on a daily, looking on a weekly, looking on a daily, looking on a weekly, looking on a daily, looking on a weekly. Bay. CE of this whole range. CE of this whole range. I don't need that. CE of this whole range, directing us to the equal highs. The equal highs, not only that, but seeing if we want to even be able to go to this buy side. If we're not, if we're completely bearish, how am I supposed to get that answer? Well, I only get that answer by playing my 4 hour maybe. Actually yes, 4 hour, yes. So boom. Now we have the 4 hour close right there. We have that. So that close right there is actually very, very good. Or was it? It was, I'm pretty sure. Do we want to go down there? If we don't, if we chop for another 4 hours, and then like that's just more likely that we try to run for the sell side. So it's not the best, but because it's not in a place where price should go up. So like it could go up from this fair gap, but just call it a week or call it a month and say, well, I just want to go up from here. Or it can absolutely stall and be weird. But if it does want to go up, like I said, I want to see this 1 hour specifically get traded past. If it can't trade past that, I'm actually pretty cool off of whatever. Now this wick, I'm a huge fan of this wick right here. Huge fan. Can I get an autograph? Type of fan. Now realistically, I know that's gonna reject, but I want to see if I can get an entry from there. Bam. So we hit that, and now I'm actually bitch bearish. If I were to take a sell right here, it wouldn't even be a sin. It wouldn't even be a sin if I take a sell right here. I promise you it wouldn't. That was the daily as well. Gosh dang. The daily as well. So that was the daily. That was this 4 hour. Do we even want to go to that fair value gap? That's the question. We just created 1 hour. It's not looking good. It's not looking good here, buddy. Just created 1 hour. What do we want to do? Off of that 5 minute, do we create a CIST? Most likely. All I need now is just not even a CIST. I want to see an inversion of. Oh, actually, we already have a CIST. Now we do have this liquidity we may want to take out, but if we can manage to get past here with no sort of effort, I am actually very great to take me a nice little sell. And we don't. We take out the buy side. Very wise choice. Inverse of that. Falling off his freaking face. If you keep on telling, you're cooked. And I can confidently take. Here this with my stop right here. Oh. Now we don't have that CISD, but we do have that huge rejection wick, which is obviously showing bearishness off of the specific point where I already predicted price to, I already anticipated price to react from. With this 1 hour right here, do have a 15 minute that does not look sexy, but at the same time, 15 minute versus 1 minute volume produced from the daily wick. I'm choosing the 1 minute volume over the 15 minute because the only one of them is being demanded by the daily. That being said, what did I need to see? I only need to see a CISD. But let's close that. Actually, I pop out on designer. I do like that. Actually, that is a CISD right there. We don't have the 5-minute CISD, but that's fine within itself. And then my stop loss will be right above the CM then right there. Actually, not play it stupid. Here, oh here. That's really what we do. God, the freak dang. Freak you. I'm not trading this. Freak you, I'm not trading this. Freaking not Jemiah. Freak you, man. This stuff looks good too. He's doing exactly what I wanted as well. I have the 5-minute close. 5-minute close like that is freaking BS. Freak you. Freaking demanding. It's demanding this freaking thing, and yet. Oh wait, why did I stall? It's demanding. It's literally demanding price to go down off of that wick. We just created that though. With a 5-minute, with a 1-minute, with a 1-minute closure, with the 1-minute inverse, with the 1-minute inverse. 1-minute inverse. Nice inverse right there. Nice inverse right there. Now we can punish. Now we can punish. Alright, can we? We can punish, right? Hello? Hello, darkness, my old friend. We can punish, right? I think we can punish from there. The 15 close in 3 minutes. Had that huge wick. I feel like we're definitely able to punish from there. In fact, anyway, keep on trying to sell. It's funny because I only get one opportunity though, and I'm deciding to take something like this just off of the prediction. Not the prediction, but the fact that it created that. Just that CISD right there, and that inverse right there from there. It's just showing like it's very, 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 very. So reason why I took this, the inverse of this whole wick. That's number one. The complete volume pushing down from the CE of that. We're reacting off of the 15-minute wick CE and having such a reaction like that. The fact that we have such a reaction like that, demanding us from this very extreme premium, whatever, and it's directing us towards that. Definitely value gap. 15 minutes failing as well. So we have this 15 minute failed. Look at it. 15 minute failed. We did take out the high, but it failed to continue past that. We hit it again. We boost up higher. We failed to even trade to this high. Right then, see if that completely dumping. Meaning this inversion, this flip right gap has no power. If I lose this, but I'll be mad. This inversion has, this flip right gap has no power. But can it have power? Well, it really has no power though. It doesn't. Let's be honest. It doesn't have very good power. Obviously, you can clearly see it doesn't have any power. 15 minutes cooked. 15 minute rejection rate. 15 minute rejection rate. It's 15 minute that. What the frick you trying to buy? Why would you try to buy it there, buddy? But at the same time, this isn't the right time at all. So, and that. almost immediately. I feel like that was very lucky of me. And am I proud of that? Absolutely not, but I'm insanely exhausted right now. So parts is a little bit bound to happen. And if you ask me, now we did do exactly what I anticipated. But what I said is it's a 60% chance we do that. But now the fact that whatever, 4 hour was nice. I didn't think we wanted to take that 4 hour. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. I actually thought that was actually very bad loss. I like that. So check on that. It's pretty whack because there's no point. I've seen stuff like that work like thousands of times. So that's pretty tough. I need to at least fail like 20 million times. That was gonna be probably because we had the 4 hour. But with the 4 hour wig, created a 4 hour order block was creating a 4 hour wig, which would be close above the 4 hour wig going over here. So the fact that we're just playing the 4 hours, it makes me think to myself that that it may want to obey the 4, but so the thing about this trade right here, it was in Asia. Now Asia, I'm not gonna blame it on Asia because Asia could just expand higher. We could have just had Asia expansion, London expansion, New York expansion, or New York consolidation. It could have been something like that. So yeah, but I actually take that as a loss. I will take that as a loss because we did create that 1 hour, and I did realize that we created that 1 hour. So I was thinking maybe the Asia will want to respect that 1 hour to have a reason to push price all the way up to the highs. But those highs was pretty recent because we just get that liquidity right there. 1, 2, 3. We have multiple rejections. Rejection 1, rejection 2, rejection 3. But I was thinking the fact that we are also rejecting off of this, and rejected one more time. I was thinking that maybe it doesn't want to. So maybe I should have waited for the. Actually, no. I like this trade. If I would have waited from here, that would have been interesting, right? But I was already anticipating that to begin with, so I didn't really care about that. Yes, it could do what it just did right there, which also just reject that level and could take down. But at the same time, the chances of that happening was slim. So I mean, I took my stuff. Yeah, so coming from here 4 hour. The 4 hour can't lose if you set that rejection. After having that rejection, we set the 4 hours. So I'm thinking it was like, alright, it was clearly winning, right? Because we created that we came down from this 4 hour, and it's 4 hour, and it expanded higher, goes on to see if that's. So I'm like, okay, the obvious narrator that's in control is the 4 hour order block. So knowing that the 4 hour order block is in control of this whole thing, I was thinking that my style would be actually pretty great because if price did take the time to do two 4 hour candles to completely go back down to the order block, I was thinking order block maybe at least 1, 2, consider price to go up higher one more time so I can either manage my trade or put a break, you know what I'm saying, manage my trade. So rejection. Okay, so we have this buy side, rejection, and then another rejection, and then the CE, and we just didn't care about the CE. We closed completely through, and that's a very strong